All right, happy Friday. I see we got a couple of folks on. Hello, hello. Hi, Wendy. How are you? Hello, hello. I hope you had a good week. Hi, Desiree. I hope you're feeling better. Happy Friday. I have hexagon dies, yes. I love them. I believe, let me see. I don't remember what brand these are. I don't even have it noted. I think these might be close to my heart, hexagon dies. Yay, glad to hear it, Desiree. Hi, Kathy. Hello, hello. Everybody's hopping on here, so we'll give it another minute. Sandy, hello. Yeah, I love the hexagon dies. It's one of my favorite shapes to work with. I have triangles and hearts as well, which are really fun. All right. Well, hello everyone. Happy Friday. We are doing another layout with the paper pad. And this week, I thought I would share with you one of the techniques I like to use for those papers that I don't really love or they're a bit more challenging to use. And so, hey Tanya, hello. Welcome. Glenda, hello. Can you tell me where you got your container where you put your kit of the month at? Oh, yes. It's an acrylic file holder. I picked mine up at Goodwill, but you can get them on Amazon. I have a similar one linked to my Amazon store. So, and that link is in my description of my video, so you should be able to find it there. Yeah, so anyways, we are doing paper pad again, and so I picked out some papers that were not really my favorite, a little bit more challenging to use, and we're going to use them. So we're going to scrapbook a photo of Y tonight. Hello, Vicky Lou. Hello, hello. Welcome. So we're scrapping this fun little photo of Y tonight. The daycare snapped this picture, and I just think it is so cute. And then these are the papers I chose. So let me just start by saying these two papers, I don't mind so much. The polka dot and the bike, I would use them more often. But these two florals are definitely more challenging for me to use. And so I grabbed those as well to use these. So we're using these combined, okay? So I haven't used them in its entirety yet, but I can make another layout with these leftover pieces. So I'm going to put these off to the side, but what I've done is I had cut these down in half basically, and I took my close to my heart hexagon die, which I absolutely love. Love, love, love this die. I've done some pre-work tonight. And then I've cut out a bunch of die shapes. Oh, I used one more paper too. Let me find that one. If I have another. Let's see. Actually, I think I used it, but there was this other tan paper with little polka dots on it with a couch on the bottom right that said, "Let's stay home," in like gold foil. So I used that one as well as to bring in a neutral. And as you can see, this die leaves this cool little like stitch detail around the outside, which I absolutely love. These hexagon dies are just awesome, awesome. So, well, hold on. Let me try to get it to focus a little bit better. It's a little fuzzy, but there's that hexagon detail there. I mean, the stitch detail, excuse me. So I went and I cut a bunch of hexagons out of the pattern papers. And so the attempt here is to incorporate or use, it was the close-up was a little blurry, Cheryl. Sorry about that. I was trying to show off the detail here in the stitch. But the goal of tonight's no fail is to utilize some of those papers that are not your favorite patterns. So we're trying to maximize the paper pad, okay? So we have these really fun hexagons. So I'm going to lay these out on my 9x12. So I'm making a 9x12 layout tonight. So I chose the fun bicycle paper as my background. It's a printed paper, but I felt like the bicycles weren't too busy, so I could use it as a background. And of course, it works well with my photo. He's on a little tricycle at daycare, so it works out really good. So we're going to take these hexagons and we are going to place them around in an order or in a fashion that, you know, makes sense to me, right? And I'm kind of thinking, I don't know, like kind of making it more on this side. And we'll do like the larger ones. And then pare it down with some of the smaller ones too. And kind of tuck them in here. And let's see. And I'm just going to play and see what makes sense for me from a design perspective. And I think I want to carry this one down. And then so my thought is to have the photo land kind of here, and then the hexagons kind of sit around it, if you will. So there, that's the plan. That's what we're going to want to go with. And so then with these other hexagons, I'm going to put some in the center so we can add more of that floral that we're going to use. Because I wanted to add some fun dimension to, you know, the hexagons themselves. And then I also thought it would be fun if we could layer some of the smaller ones too. And I have more of these cut. So we can add them in as we see fit. Pop them up a little bit. Let's see. And just playing around with the composition of the hexagons. Let's see. I think I had a few more cut. All right. So and I'm trying to get a feel for like small to large. So I'm going to try and play with this a little bit more. And find a, like I said, find a layout that, or a composition that makes sense to me. Let's see, I feel like we need to exchange that. And just play around, see what works. until you find something that you like. All right. And I'm sorry guys, I'm still trying to think about how I want to lay this out. I've got a general idea, but the patterns, I really want to make sure I have the patterns in a place that feels right to me. So we're going to finagle these a little bit more. Till we get it just right. And because these are different size hexagons, they're not going to fit perfectly together. Let's see here. I might have too many eggs in my basket. Hello, hello, hello. You know, I had my, I had this pre-designed, to be honest, and I totally spaced on printing it out before I got online tonight. So now I'm trying to remember my composition. And it has been a long day, let me just tell you that much. So I am glad it is Friday. Super, super glad. Okay. I get my yellow here, my polka dot, and another cream color there. All right. I think I like that. This is a 9 by 12. A 9 by 12 if you're looking for the base page size. There. Okay. I love that. So we are going to tack these down and then we're going to build them up. So we're going to start with this guy first. All right, took me a minute to get my composition. But we're there, we did it. I'm happy with that. So I'm going to get my larger ones down first, and then we're going to layer on the smaller ones. And so again, back to kind of the initial concept of this design was to try and use patterns that you're not, or papers that you just don't love. And a good way to do that is to have, you know, use them in smaller pieces. Like I've done here with the hexagon shape, right? I've taken smaller bits of the papers that are less appealing to me, and I've cut shapes out of them. You can do strips of paper, you can use a grid, you can tear them and layer them. It's usually papers like this are, for me, make it easier to use them when they're in like smaller sections of it, if you will. And because this is a paper pad and they all coordinate so well together, you know, you can't go wrong with pairing them with one another like this. And I hope I'm making some sense. Like I said, I feel like I'm jabbering a little bit because it's been a long week, but so do hearts, triangles, stars, circles, any, you know, anything will work really. But just breaking it down into more manageable sizes is a good way to use those up. That is my point. That is what I'm trying to drive home with tonight's live. So I hope you guys are catching what I'm throwing. Hi, Gail. I feel you on the long week, my dear. I feel your pain there. And I'm trying to catch up on the chat. All right. I like the jabber. Well, thank you, Vicky Lou. I can be a chatty Cathy sometimes and just ramble. So I'm glad you enjoy it. All right. So I am now putting some pattern paper. This is all pattern paper, Jess. See, I am just on another planet tonight, guys. I'm now, I'm going to layer some of the smaller hexagons, and I'm also going to add some inserts to these busier papers, which I thought I had 2 of these. Oh, I did. I have that one right there. I was going to do a title as well. So I could cut out another one, because I kind of feel like I need 2 of those, but let's see. I think these are stark white on the back. They are. All right, we may grab another one, but let's add some more little hexagons first and see if that makes a difference. Because I don't think I want to do centers in all of them. I do want to add some more of the florals. And I have some embellishments too that I've cut out. So we'll add those as well. So we'll add a center there. And let's add this yellow floral up there. Pop that up. Hello, Chrissy. Welcome. Jabbering is thinking out loud. Yes. And I do a lot of that. I get that from my dad. There'll be a lot of times where I'm talking to myself in the house and my husband will say, "What's that?" And I'll just like, "Oh, no, it's just me. I'm just talking to myself. No worries." So I do it quite often. All right. So we're going to layer that little guy right there. And I think we'll layer the cream one. And you know what? We probably could fit a nice little purple floral in there. Balance it out a little bit. Yeah. So what are you guys working on? How are those paper pads going? I know we've got a few of you on the Jessica Grace page that I know are flying through your paper pads. I am so impressed. You guys are loving this challenge, I hope. I've got some catching up to do, for sure. I'm a little bit behind, but we'll get there. All right, so there are my hexagons. Simple, effective design once you find the composition you like. And now we're going to build upon it. And I did cut out some pieces from the paper pad already to use as embellishments, but we're going to add my photo first, and I think we're going to bump him up because I like to do that. And I don't think we're going to matte him. I think we're going to leave him as is. Yeah, we'll leave him as is. I still need to find a paper pad. Dee, you just batted 1,000 on finding some paper pads. I'm so sorry to hear that. I didn't realize it was such a challenge to find them right now. Sandy's really loving it. Oh, I'm so glad to hear. Gail just finished reworking and cleaning out the room. Now to dismantle and put flooring in. Oh, but Gail, after you do that, it's going to be so lovely. It's going to be so nice. How exciting. That is going to be so exciting. Try and enjoy the process. And just think, when you get on the other end, what it's going to look like. It's going to look great. All right, so I have this cute little bike embellishment that came in the paper pad that I want to add. I just love it so. And I think we can give him a little dimension too. But we can take him down a notch and have him not be so high. And I really enjoy popping things up, but it also does help when you have a lot of patterns to add some depth. It breaks it up a little bit, I find anyway. I'm going to put that off center. And I've got these cute little butterflies that I want to add. Perfect fun little, this was a springtime photo, so this worked out, this paper pad worked out great. And we have Fallon that joined. Hello. Chrissy's got one layout ready to put together. Probably work on it tomorrow. Awesome. Yay, yay. And then we have, let's see. Thank you, Gail. I thought the bike was a good addition too. And just so you guys know, these came from, in my paper pad, they had 2 cut-aparts. And so I've been chipping away at these cut-aparts within the paper pad, making my own embellishments. So, utilizing it to my fullest. I'm really trying to take advantage of this challenge and seeing how far I can get. It's been a lot of fun so far. All right, and then we've got some florals. And I think I want to add one more pop dot under here. And just a couple of florals, nothing major, but I thought it'd be fun to add these guys. And I do have a title, I think. We're gonna see what it looks like. Let me get the rest of this down though. So this is a pretty quick and easy layout tonight, guys. Really quick and easy. All right, so let's do the title and then we can add the rest of these embellishments. So I found this Spring Sunshine, and it has green that pulls in the green from his shirt, and then it kind of has the blue and purple. I just thought it was really good color and it was a great title, so I'm gonna see what this looks like on the layout. So we get my wax paper out here. All right, finished up tax prep today. I'm getting caught up here. Scrapbook tomorrow. Oh, good. Get some scrappy time. That's awesome. Then we've got Fallon's gonna start tomorrow. I haven't had time to go through my paper pads. Yeah, I hear you with busy at work. I'm the same, Fallon. So the good thing is that just because we're doing this challenge in April doesn't mean, I'm making noise here, sorry. Doesn't mean you guys can't carry this challenge through beyond the month. I know it's fun to do it together as a group, but you know, I love challenging myself to use up my supplies. So if you don't finish your paper pad in the month of April, that's okay. Just keep it on your desk and keep trying to work through it. You'll get there eventually. All right, so what I'm doing here is I'm putting this title on my wax paper to see if I like it. I always love an opportunity when a title's already made for me. Hi, Julie. Welcome. Happy Friday. And these colors are really great. Let's see here. Kathy, I even did some fussy cutting using the X-Acto technique. Oh, awesome, Kathy. Did you like it? Was it easier for you? That's so great to hear. Just think of all the extra embellishments you're going to gain from being able to fussy cut your papers. I mean, Chrissy, do you like the smaller format better than the 12 by 12? So, yes and no. So here's my thought process on the size of the layouts. So I love 12 by 12s for the creative outlet and the artistic aspect of scrapbooking. But I found, it was a couple years ago that I was showing my grandmother one of the albums I made. And it was a 12 by 12 and it was chock full, really big, really done, all done. And she could barely pick up the album and look through it. It was really hard for her. And so it got me thinking about, you know, when I'm older, I'm going to be challenged with holding the albums as well. So I figured I would give the 9 by 12 size a try, and I end up absolutely loving the 9 by 12 size. And so what I do, the only downfall to 9 by 12 is, all right, so I'll probably put the words together a little bit more. I'll probably move Sunshine over, but I really love the color of this title. Sorry, I'll finish telling my story in a minute. But I'm going to move Sunshine over, but what do you guys think? I really love it. So anyways, back to the story. So I started with 9 by 12. I really love it. The only thing that I don't like about 9 by 12 is that if you want to do like a horizontal design, it stays in your album vertical, but you have to look at you can do a horizontal design, but you have to look at it sideways. So I don't do many horizontal designs on my 9 by 12s, but I love this size for storytelling and project life. So I do my 12 by 12s just for the artistic outlet, and most often I'll re-scrap the same photos in my 9 by 12s for storytelling. So they're a bit easier to hold. They're a smaller size and I really like them. And then since doing December Daily in the 6 by 8 size, I have really also enjoyed that size. So I am contemplating even doing my stories in a smaller size album. So for Wyatt's 2020 stories, I'm doing the 8 by 10 size. And then I have a 9 by 12 that's combining 2020 and 2021. Because I haven't quite committed to one size or another. So I hope my logic is kind of making sense a little bit. But I find the 9 by 12 is a happy medium. It's not super small, but it's not too big. But again, I'm almost debating on going 6 by 8 because it's just even for stories, right? For those stories, I will always do 12 by 12 because I just love the large format and I love the artistic aspect of it. I get to play and use lots of product, but I'm thinking about handing the albums down to my kids or, how big the 12 by 12s are. I just don't want them, they're not, I don't know, they just feel so big. And so I'm trying to think about how I can have something that is handed down that it's more manageable, but also I'll still be able to enjoy when I'm older and they won't be so heavy and cumbersome to pick up. I know that was a very long-winded answer, but I hope it makes sense. And so for 9x12 albums, just so you guys know, I get them from Studio Calico. I think Allie Edwards sells them too. So the same, I think they're the same brand, if I recall. So, and I really like the quality of their albums. I would love to try a 6x12 album. That seems like a super fun, well, not a 6x12, Sandy. What is it? What is the Traveler's Notebook size? Is it 3x8, the Citrus Twist size? I think that would be really fun to try as well. All right, so we're getting the title on here. I just did I think this color works nicely with the title. It's subtle, but it sticks out enough. Really fun font. And honestly, it's probably one I would struggle using otherwise. So I'm glad we're using it here. Cute. All right, there we go. So now we can finish embellishing. So I have a camera here that I thought it would be fun to add. I just wasn't sure. I think we'll bump it up to kind of match the bike. Yeah. All right. Oh, we have Deborah. Hello. Happy Friday. And Tammy's here. Hello, Tammy. Welcome, welcome. So as far as layout sizes, I've played with 12x12, 9x12, 6x8, and 8x10. And I love all of those sizes for different reasons, for different types of storytelling. So I hope that gives you guys a little bit of insight into how I choose, or why I choose to scrap certain sizes. And the nice thing too is if you guys are simply a 12x12, you can adapt this sketch to a 12x12 size very easily. And you also can adapt this to a 6x8. It's just a smaller format, so your hexagons would be smaller, your photo would be smaller, your embellishments probably would be smaller. But that's what is super cool about the various sizes. You can still adopt the same ideas. Oh, 8x8. I haven't thought about playing with an 8x8 yet. That's a good idea. Thank you for that suggestion. All right. So we've got some flowers. Again, the flowers, I just wanted to use up some of those, cut some more of those elements out of the paper pad. And so I think now I want to add some enamel dots. So I have some here in my basket, if we can find colors that work. So these ones don't, but I got plenty more. And I need the date. Let's see. Sorting paper, making paper sets, watching you now. Oh, awesome. That's a good use of your time. I was gifted a 6x8 that I'm excited to use. Yes, Sandy. I really, ever since you guys turned me on to the December Daily project, I really love the 6x8 size. I really, really do. Here we go. So, oh, I need some smaller ones though. I feel like I need a whole pack of just small enamel dots. Just teeny tiny ones. That's all I want. Because honestly, those are my favorite. Is the teeny tiny ones. But I will use the larger ones on occasion, but all right, so let's see. And there's not many instances where I would use purple, so let's add some purple. But you know, I think I don't like mixing the colors. So I'm gonna do all yellow. I love the pop of yellow on the teal. So we're just gonna stick to yellow, I think. Just do a little visual triangle here. And that one's a little bit different. Oh man. Oh, here we go. I think we can make that work. All right. So there we have my little dots of color. Hi, Katie. Welcome. Thank you very much. All right. Super cute. I'm catching up here on the chat. I want to shampoo half my craft from getting my storage. Then I can put things away and do the other side. Then see what I have. Oh, good for you. Doing some craft room cleanup therapy, Teresa. That's amazing. All right. Chrissy, yes, enamel dots. They just add that little bit extra. And I got different tones of yellow in here, but I think it works nicely with the layout. And so the last thing to add is a date. So let me do that here. And I think we can call this layout done. So let me get my roller date stamp. And I believe this was just last week. Was it earlier this week? It was actually earlier this week. Excuse me. So what's today? Today is the... Is today the 8th? Yes. 765. So this was the 5th. All right. This is for you, Wendy. I'm prepared. Gonna get my date on there. 05. Oh, wait, I can't. This one's not 2022. I gotta see if I have a 2022 date stamp. Oh, this one is. So we'll just have to use a regular standard font. Phew. Okay. A date, hooray, yes. And I actually mentally remembered the date of this picture. Go me, right? And so I think I'm just going to plop it right here on the side. Like so. And there we have it. Quick and easy. So we've used, excuse me, we used some papers tonight that I personally was not a big fan of. But the goal of this month is to really stretch those paper pads, make them go that extra mile, And I think we did that. So let me give you guys a close-up so you can see all the different elements. Came out really cute, and I love that title. It really worked out nicely. We did some dimension. So I would love to see you guys give this this layout a try, or something similar. The point of the matter is, use those papers that you don't really love. Just like pare them down and use smaller size pieces and see what you come up with. You'll be surprised, you know, you'll probably love it more than you realized. Hi, Borja. I print my photos from home. This one was printed on an Epson PictureMate 400. It's a 3x4. Wendy did not need to remind me this time about the date. No, she did not. She's like in my head always when I'm scrapbooking. Remember the date, remember the date. And I thank her for that. All right, gang. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this no-fail Friday night. Thanks for tolerating my rambling a little bit. But I can't wait to see and continue to see these paper pad layouts you're creating. I'm having so much fun with this challenge. And I will see you guys next week with a new layout. Have a great night and a great weekend. Bye.